Me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Here, Smoking Joe Frazier. His three. So they stare into each other's eyes. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. They're both trying for a knockout. Just missed with that hook. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Beautiful counter shot. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
Oh man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
A very competitive round here so far.
Very close, man.
Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Good job trying to back out of trouble.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. That counter shot lands. He's been knocked down, but at least not. And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not many people in the heavyweight division hit like him. The first man to ever beat Muhammad Ali. Just missed with that hook. Right hook won't score. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You've got a swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight. You've got to hold him. You've got to tie him up. You've got to lean on him when you come in until the referee makes you break up. But keep your hands high, because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They threw the hook. It didn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't lose.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? And excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter punch. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Pretty close fight here in this round. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Cannot throw a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This fight has a real good flow to it. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Good counter punching. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different.
And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside the close round.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. So he's going to taunt here. Well, that's the wisest strategy. And both of these fighters know the round is still up. At some point, the corner has to stop the fight for this fighter because he's not going to lay down.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to power you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. So time to go celebrate.